Then, of course, E3 is a lot about the games, obviously. And not all games are either exclusives or will be covered during the press conferences. There's just too many games during E3.
Yeah.
But any particular games that you look forward to? That we know is going to be at E3 this year?
I think it's been confirmed, but Max Payne 3 is going to be there. And I'm not that much into the whole open world thing from the GTA games. That's not really my cup of tea, but I am really impressed by Rockstar, and especially everything they have done with the digital acting and storytelling and game mechanics. And Rockstar, with all the resources, all the talent, doing a pure action game just almost sounds too good to me. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how the new Max Payne is going to turn out.
Anything else?
Bioshock Infinite shouldn't really come as a surprise. It's irrational again, and everything we've seen so far from Infinite just looks insane. I mean, it almost seemed impossible for any game studio to take the huge leap from everything else that Irrational Games did with Bioshock, I think, and it looks like they're doing it again. So looks absolutely spectacular.
And finally, you get one more game.
Forza 4. I strongly...
Big surprise for anyone who's ever read or followed Thomas in any way. A car game?
I strongly believe that Microsoft secured the best racing series overall with Forza 3, and I hope that they're able to improve on the formula, maybe with even better graphics and more cars and everything. But just go in the strong direction that they did with Forza 3, where everything was just much more easy for everyone to get into. The online component was even better, and I just want more of that.
Okay, fair enough.
How about you, though?
How about me? My turn. Yeah. First of all, I'm really looking forward to see more from Star Wars: The Old Republic, just to get more. We know most about the game now, except certain details about endgame and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll get some form of reveal what we're actually supposed to do when we're done with all the stories in the game. And hopefully, who knows, a more precise release date. That's probably hoping too much, but at least when's the closed beta supposed to start and stuff like that. But hopefully just more of the Old Republic, more details about that.
So MMO, surprise.
Yeah. But that's my only MMO pick, though.
Oh, let's hear the rest.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I had all. Oh, did I? Yeah. The second one would be, of course, also from BioWare, Mass Effect. It's looking good.
It's looking really good.
Yeah. And if you finished Mass Effect 2, I'm not going to spoil what happens, but the final shot in that game was just, well, I'm so excited, and I just want the continuation of the story. Female Shepard is the only true Shepard, by the way.
Completely.
So I want to see her in the trailers.
I completely agree with most everything you just said about Mass Effect 3, besides the female thing. Yeah, the previous two games, fantastic.
Some of the best role-playing games released this generation, and well, Mass Effect 3, they might screw it up.
Hopefully not.
If they do, I'm gonna go on a rampage in the office.
So you said 3 games? That's 2? What's the third one?
Completely blank. I have my list here. Sorry, guys. Yes, of course, Assassin's Creed Revelations.
Which I am kind of puzzled by.
Well, I really... The first Assassin's Creed wasn't very good. The second one was awesome, and Brotherhood was fantastic. And, well, if they manage to pull off Brotherhood in a year, hopefully they've done the same with Revelation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people working on Revelations, I think.
But
there's like 5 different studios or something.
And you can say what you want, but that's the way of doing it, games, and it certainly has worked so far. I mean, the improvement from the first game to Assassin's Creed 2 was just monumentous.
Definitely.
So,
and also, it must be said that it could end up like a watered down, kind of like we're doing this every year and the quality will go down as more and more games are released. But looking back, they have a great track record. So until I get to sit down with Revelations, I'm going to look forward to it. Then we'll see if I'll nerd rage or not when it's finally out. Of course, those are the games that we know will be at E3. So how about games is there any particular game you hope to see at E3?
Yes. I know that Diablo 3 is probably not going to be part of E3 because of the whole Blizzard thing and everything. But Borderlands 2, when talking about dungeon crawlers, I love Borderlands. Still do, still play it. Find it absolutely amazing and probably one of the strongest dungeon crawlers on the market. So Borderlands 2 would definitely be a happy surprise for me. And Gearbox really seems to have stepped up the quality. So hopefully that.
Right.
Also, we talked about Nintendo revealing a new platform, so hopefully a new Metroid game. Might even be from Retro Studios, which I certainly wouldn't mind. Still one of the best series overall, I think, and extremely overlooked, even though it was so well acclaimed by the press. And the last one, Race Driver Grid 2 from Codemasters. I love Codemasters racing games, which should have been established by now. I love the Dirt series, I love the F1 series, but by far the best series so far, I think, is the Grid series of games, or actually there's just one right now. But the first Race Driver Grid is absolutely fantastic, and for everyone who likes arcade racers, with a bit of realism, still one of the best games of its kind. So the sequel with even better graphics, even more cars, even more action, like racing, driving action, would just be...
Did I ever tell you how far I got in
peak
Grid?
of E3 for me.
How far in I got in Grid?
No.
I got through the tutorial. Then the first race I crashed into the first corner and then I turned it off.
Yeah, well,
but it was an awesome tutorial. It looked great though.
But your three hopeful games?
My three hopeful games. The first one is, well, everything points to the fact that we will see this during E3, but it's not been confirmed. So let's put it over what we hope to see, and that's the 360 version, or well, the console version, I should say, of The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings, and because as much as I would love to say, I haven't played the game yet. I thought I'd wait until after E3, but if they reveal it, I might actually just have to wait even longer to play The Witcher. Because, well, as much as I love playing an RPG on my computer, I love sitting in my sofa even more.
Yeah, well, and I have actually played the PC game, but what really excites me about the potential 360 version is that it will also give them some time to refine the mechanics of The Witcher 2 and actually improve on the few gripes certain players have had with the game.
And I think the combat system and everything like that will work perfectly. So that's one of my big hopes. Mm-hmm. The second one is one of those games that we have heard so many rumors about. We heard so many rumors that it just has to be true by now. If they weren't working on it before, they are working on it now.
Been forced into it.
Yeah, by all the fans. And well, you have CEOs from other companies confirming that this company is actually working on it. And of course, it's the codename Project Redline,
but also known as
Syndicate.
Yes.
Remake or rebranding or whatever of the classic Amiga game, which was awesome back in the day. Definitely. And hopefully Starbreeze, which are said to be working on it, that they have managed to capture what was actually awesome back in early 90s.
Yeah, and if the rumors are to be true, they have been working on it for a long time, and it is a really talented studio, so hopefully it will be fantastic when it's revealed. Hopefully revealed.
Hopefully revealed, we should say. Yep. Come on, we know you're working on it, just get it out there, it's getting silly. The final game that I'm looking forward to, I've actually had another MMO on my list. It's, hopefully, and this is again one of those, might be hoping a bit too much, because it probably won't be there, but I'm hoping that Sony Online Entertainment finally reveals what EverQuest Next actually is. We've seen some concept art. The concept art looks good, but it's concept art, so usually that's why you pay concept artists to make pretty art. But hopefully we'll actually see something from the game. We can at least probably expect them to show PlanetSide next, but I'd like to see where they're going to take the EverQuest franchise from now on, considering that they actually shut down the studio making the agency, for example, to focus on what they see as their core franchises, which includes EverQuest. So hopefully EverQuest next. And that probably, well, do you have anything else to add? That's
pretty much it. I'm just looking forward to E3.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we say this probably every year, but E3 this year seems to be really, really lined up with like amazing gaming experiences. So,
and in 2 weeks we'll be standing here saying, well, nothing exciting came from E3.
But so far I'm really excited, even more excited than I usually am for E3. So.
Good. And we'll be bringing you all kinds of stuff from E3, both before, obviously, we're here now talking about it, but we'll be in Los Angeles, we'll be bringing you video blogs, we'll be bringing you interviews, we'll be bringing you behind the scenes footage, both during and after the convention. So keep your eyes peeled on GRTV and we'll, well, see you in LA.